Tracy, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. So today on the channel, we are going to unbox the Advent Calendar, the 12-day Advent Calendar from Lunar Beauty, which is Manny MUA's brand. So I'm super excited for this. The packaging is so pretty. It's got the Aurora Borealis vibes to it with the snow-covered trees. So pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to open it up. And on the inside here, you have, all the numbers. And then the palette here. And then on the inside, right here, you have a little message from Manny. It says, "Ever since I was a kid, there was a magic in Advent calendars. I loved anxiously opening one a day, awaiting the big 25th. It's like a mini gift every day, and that's exactly what I wanted to do with our Advent calendar. I hope you have the most amazing holiday. Love, Manny MUA." So this Advent calendar is very different from typical Advent calendars because Manny wanted to do something more innovative. So you get a palette, and then each day you get a shade to go into the palette. So we're just going to start out with number 1, obviously, which is right here. And it's nice they're in order so you don't have to search around to find it. I'm just going to punch it in and pull. And then here's the first shade. And I don't believe the shades have names because he wanted everyone to be able to kind of design the palette how they want. So here is the first shade. Super pretty. It looks like a nice gold shimmer. Okay, so that's number 1. Let's move on to number 2 here. Okay. Alright, so we have this kind of dark purple, well, not dark purple, kind of like fuchsia purple maybe. Kind of matches my shirt a bit. My shirt's a bit darker. I'm going to move on to number 3. At the risk of jinxing myself, I just want to say thank you, Manny, for making the pop-outs easy to open. Okay, so this looks like a champagne-y shimmer. There you go. Okay. I'm going to move on to number 4. So we have a nice brown, be a good transition shade. Okay, move on to number 5. Okay, so we have this really pretty light shimmer. This would be pretty in the inner corner and maybe even a highlight. All right. We're going to move on to number 6. Okay. Okay, number 6 it almost looks yellow, like a yellow tone. That's interesting. It's not, it looks brown in the pan, but then like I catch the light and it looks kind of yellow. I don't know, maybe it's just the lighting messing with me. All right, so now we're gonna move on to number 7. Here's another shimmer. Kind of a darker, it's kind of in between that light shimmer and then like that champagne-y shimmer. Okay. We're gonna move on to number 8. Okay, number 8 is a green. Okay. Interesting. It's not your typical Christmassy green though, it's like a lighter green. Alright, so we're going to move on to number 9, and I do know that number 9, he did not like the way this one was pressed, I believe it was. So we have a replacement for number 9. I'm going to open this one and then I'll open this number 9 and show you. Alright. Okay, so this is like, that'll go well with that green we just opened, because this is like a shifty green, greeny gold shimmer. Alright. And, okay, so I'm curious, I'm going to open the replacement one to compare, to see, you know, how it looks in the pan. Okay, so this is the one that he didn't like how it was pressed. And if you see, it looks kind of a little chunky in there. And then this is the one that replaces it. See how it looks smoother? I don't know if I can put them side by side here. See that it's just a slight difference. Okay. So I'm going to put the new formula down here so it can go in the palette. And then I'll keep the other one kind of just to use with the, like my other makeup I have in my other room when I just want to slap a shimmer on or something. Alright, so we are on to number 10. Okay. Alright, so we have a nice neutral shade again. And from my understanding, this formula is supposed to be like the Nude Prism formula, which I love the formula in the Nude Prism formula. It's very smooth and buttery. Alright, so we're going to go to number 11 here. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I told you I was going to jinx myself. Alright, so number 11. Oh, that's pretty. That's like a pinky shimmer. That will look really pretty with that purple matte. Okay. Last one here. Number 12. These last two are hard to open. There we go. Alright, number 12. I can't tell if, I think that's a black. It looked kind of like a dark hunter green at first, but yeah, it looks black. It's a black shadow. Will be good for deepening up looks. Alright, so now I'm going to open up the palette box. Ow. Hit my fingernail back. Oh my goodness. Hold, please. Oh, that's not coming out exactly how I want it to, but I'm gonna have to rip it. Good grief. Who knew I was gonna have to fight to get the palette out? Alright, so this is what the palette looks like. Super pretty. I love Manny's packaging. Kind of scratched the top of mine with scissors. But you know, he has the moon, like he always puts on there, and the Aurora Borealis in the background, and the snow-covered trees. Super pretty. And it's just a, you know, your standard magnetic palette, but you get a nice mirror in here, and then all your shades can go in there, and then you have this nice little section here, so it makes it easier to pop them out so you can move them. So I'm gonna put mine in, and then I'll be back to work on a look with you guys with the palette, because I've already got my base done. I just don't have my lips and my eyeshadow done. My eyes are still a little stained purple from the Scooby-Doo palette, but I'll have to cover that up with some eye base. But I'll be back as soon as I put this together and change out my battery, because my battery's almost dead. Alright, so I zoomed you guys in some, and this is how I put shadows in my palette. I tried to put shimmers that matched with the mattes as best I could. Alright, so I'm gonna put some of this Glam Light icing base on my eyes. You guys might hear some noise in the background. I've been trying to wait out Lawnmower Man, and he got quiet and stopped for a while, but now he's starting back up, and I need to finish filming, so I apologize for the noise, but you know, he's just doing his job. And I'm just using the Sigma P89 to blend that in. To try to cancel out that purple stainage from the Scooby-Doo palette. So I think what I'm going to do is work with the purples, or the purple and the pink in the palette. since that's, you know, color scheme I'm wearing today. So I'm just going to dip into that dark purple matte with the Sigma E38. Gonna tap that off. I'm just gonna put that in my crease. Okay, that's one dip into the pan and blended it out. Nice. I'm just gonna build mine up. And I have hooded eyes, so I go above, I go higher than my crease so that you can actually see when my eyes are open. All right, that's a pretty color. I like that. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with that black and add it to the outer edge of my eye, just try to deepen up this look a little bit. I will say you need to be very careful with black because it can overpower a look. I am gonna build this matte up some more first though. And there's not really any kick up in the pan, with at least with that shade. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's the pigmentation I want. All right, I'm just gonna clean off the brush. Tap lightly into that black, tap off. I'm just gonna add it to this outer edge here. And then I'm just bringing it in some when I don't have as much left on the brush, because I want a deeper look. I will say from the packaging, I expected there to be a lot more purple and blue in the color scheme, but I will say, you know, it's got your green, it's got your berry tones for fall, you know, that kind of greeny color for Christmas, and then some neutrals, which, you know, if you watch Manny, you know Manny loves neutrals. So I think it's a good, easy, I think it's a good, easy palette for beginners. Okay, so I am gonna go back and forth a little bit between those, and then I'm gonna put some of my NYX glitter glue on because I use it with every single shimmer ever, and then I'm gonna go in with that pinky shimmer. So not a super complicated look. It doesn't always need to be. Okay, and go back in with that purple. Just add it back into my crease. Okay. Go back in with that black very lightly because it is very pigmented. Let me go in with a blending brush above here with no product. And this is the Lunar Beauty LBE 1. I'm just gonna blend up here. That edge, so I can get a little bit more gradient going on. Okay, there we go. All right, so I am gonna go in with this ColourPop E3 with my NYX glitter glue. Alright, I'm just gonna squirt some of that NYX glitter glue on. And I love to use NYX glitter glue because it makes the shimmers pop and it helps with fallout and it helps make the shadows last a bit longer throughout the day. So I'm just gonna place that on the inner part of my lid, all the way over to that black outer corner, but not over top. And I'm just gonna draw a little higher up above my crease, like I'm faking a cut crease with it. Alright. And then I'm just going to clean that brush off. And then I'm going to go into that pinky shimmer. And I am going to spray it with some MAC Fix Plus because it helps with fallout. Especially since I already have my base done. I don't want, you know, shimmery glitter all over my face. Okay. Oh, that is so pretty. Pretty shimmer. I just went in and grabbed some more to layer over top. And as you can see, I didn't spray that second time, so I got a little bit that fell down that I'm gonna have to clean up. Not much, just a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna add a little bit more of the black to the outer corner, kind of finesse back and forth between these two so they have a better blend, and I'm gonna repeat the look, the top look on this eye, and then I'll be back to do the bottom lash line. Alright, so I'm going to go in with that purple and that black on the lower lash line. And I'm just going to do the purple under the whole area. And then I'm going to do the black on the outer. I am going to try to add some sparkle as well on the inner, most likely, because I just like the way that looks. Let's see. Let's try... I go in with the LBE 6 from Lunar Beauty on the lower lash line. So I'm just going in that purple first. just going to barely dip into that black and do the outer edge of my eye here. So now I'm going to take this angled brush from Moda Pro. It's the BMX 498. And I'm just going to dip into that pinky shimmer. And I want to put it right here. Just to add some sparkle to that lower lash line. Okay. And now what I want to do, and hopefully I don't mess up the look, so I want to go into this light shade here, and I'm just going to go in with my finger, and I'm going to put it in my inner corner. Super pretty. And then I'm going to tap a little bit on the brow bone. Get a bit of a highlighted brow bone. Let me throw on some liner, lashes, and some lips, and I'll be back to show you the finished look. Alright, so I went with Lunar Beauty's lashes in the style Flare. I love these lashes, they're so pretty. I love the flare on the outer edge. I had a little struggle with my lashes today because I ran out of my Duo lash glue, and I'm using the Lorella one, which it's okay. And in the waterline I used Berry Goth from NYX's Epic Wear line. And then my lip are both from Lunar Beauty. I used his liquid lip in the shade Daydream, and I topped it with a little bit of his gloss in the shade Divine to kind of tie in that pinky shimmer. Alright, so my thoughts on the palette is I really like it. It's so sparkly and so pretty. I love how this look turned out. A very purple vibe. I'm really loving Lunar Beauty's quality so far. I'm so glad I decided to try them. But yeah, it's so pretty. I really love how this turned out. Let me know if you guys picked up this advent calendar, and if so, do you like it? You know, were you expecting a different color scheme, or are you happy with the color scheme that he chose? All right. And if you guys would, please like, subscribe down below. It really helps me out, and I would appreciate it. Until next time, guys. Bye.